What's up, everyone? Agree to disagree. Nikki,
Kate, we are back.
We're back in effect. Today we're talking about hotels. I could say ho all show long.
Right?
Yes.
I know.
Ho, 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 ho.
First of all, let me start by saying this was a great EP.
Sure was.
It was a great EP.
She almost fooled me. I thought it was about to be an album because I saw the track list was 14. You know, when you do the pre thing.
Yeah, but then when you look at the timestamp of everything, you're like, first of all, why are you doing this?
I didn't look that deep.
I did. When I looked at it on Spotify, I was just like, so you gonna lie to us? And then but you know what?
She said she was clear, like, this is not an album. This is a EP. And I was like, oh, okay, we're doing 14 track EP, so okay. But now I get it, obviously.
Yeah.
We have a new addition.
Yay. So you might hear him during the videos, or I might cut it out.
Don't do that. I mean, okay. But we're gonna talk overall about our reactions to the project and also some of the major themes of the album, the EP, which basically discusses all types of women and all the things that we go through. So, first listen, what did you think?
I loved it. I had, I listened to it once, then I was like, nah. I gotta listen to it again.
Run that back, Turbo.
Yeah, so I think I listened to it 3 times in a row the first time I listened to it, because I was just like, nah, this is
And it's
great.
also so quick to listen to as well.
It is very quick to listen to. This had been something I was waiting for from Jazmine, because I feel like some people didn't respect her like the way she should be respected. You know what I mean? Prior to that
dumb
EP.
people.
Yeah, people that don't understand the beauty of voices. You know what I mean?
But see, because we understand because we're singers and we're into music and stuff and really into it. But some people that don't care, like, because Jazmine is not like your easy listening singer. You know what I mean? She's not the one you just put on. You have to like enjoy certain things in singing, certain runs, certain melodies, certain lyrical like ability. It's just. You have to.
The color in her voice too. You know the little. She has that little something in her voice that is very.
Her tone is very rich. It's very rich and it's very comforting. You hear that tone. Jazmine starts. It's warm. Makes you feel good. You know what I mean? I'm here for it.
What'd you think of it?
Man, I heard this. I was like, this is not enough. I need more from Jazmine. You know what I mean? I didn't get more, but it's okay. I think that it's coming. I actually think that it's coming. She has more in store from us. Well, what was so great about this was the themes of this album, because it got some men hot. You know what I mean? Some people was discussing this online, and I thought this would be great for us. Some of the major themes on this album were definitely being a hoe, because it's called Hotels, and we've all been. I think every woman at some point has been called a hoe, whether you want it to be called that or not.
I'm every woman. It's all in me. I think that was literally what was this EP. This EP was representative of her.
Absolutely. And I mean, starting off from, I'm blind, y'all, and I'm trying to see my notes. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Starting from Bodies, we get right into it, obviously. That reminds me of Body Counts.
Oh. I didn't even think about that. Girl. No, I know, but I didn't literally, because I just be listening to songs. Sometimes I don't even read the title.
Merge it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel offended by that question. I've answered it sometimes, actually, too. It depends if I've asked it. I'm not gonna lie, I have asked it. Now, I feel like you might not care about the answer to that question from most people. Am I correct in that? Yes. So, I care about the answer to that question.
From the person you are asking it, or like you care about somebody asking you and your answer?
If I ask you, I don't care if you ask me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If I haven't brought it up, then...
And you're just like,
probably don't.
Hey, what's your number?
What? No, I don't say, hey, what's your number?
Not you, but some people are just like, what's your body count? And it's like, first of all.
Man, no. Usually, it's almost like it comes up naturally. Like, we're probably talking about our past experiences already. And it's like, I might be like, damn, how many people you been with? Like, because, certain stories you hear, like...
But why you have to say damn, though?
Because you got to make it sound natural. Like, oh, Just curiosity.
I'm actually curious. What's your...
So how many are we talking here?
How many bodies?
How many have seen that little trick you just showed me there? How many? What's that?
Seen what?
A little trick.
Okay.
Little trick. So, and then there's a tale I found really interesting, which was Ari's tale. You know, where she talks about this process that happens sometimes. It's called digmatization. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, this is when
being digmatized or pussy whipped, like the male equivalent, you know, like that.
It's when you become a little fool for love. You know what I mean?
Is it love though? Or lust?
A little fool for lust. Mm-hmm. A fool for lust. You know what I mean? She's talking about she was out here just letting this man do whatever to her because of some dick. Can we say dick?
I think we can say dick. I mean, yeah. I mean, but then again, okay, but it's like when you listen to it though, and you listen to the thought process and what, you know, you listen to her explaining that, you're like, either that has happened or you know somebody that's happened to.
But it happened.
Because that's what I'm saying. It's something that is so common. People just act like it's not happening, but it's like, no, we know. So let's not act like we don't. And
you know, it's hard to judge somebody because we've all been there in some way or form when you're thinking about things, of accepting certain things when you know you shouldn't be or it's not the right person, but you're like, but that was
so great.
Yes,
so great. Like your judgment is clouded because the only thing you can think about is how great it was.
So cloudy, you know, so cloudy.
Yeah, just
that is so sad. You know, at the end of the day, we're all gonna make decisions based on something. And if it has to be dick, then I mean, there's worse things to make decisions based off of. I'll be honest. There's worse things to make decisions based off on. So, yes. Now, also, this leads into "Put It Down," right?
Put it down, put it down, put it down.
Wonderful song. I also feel like, in my opinion, the EP progressively gets better. I don't know if it's just me. Like, I feel like each song was almost better than the next.
For me, the best song is at the end. You know what I mean?
Right, that's true.
For me, but I think you're right. There's a certain progression. Even in the stories, there's a progression. Mm-hmm. And I think you pointed it out when we were preparing the video as to how, like, you know, everything leads to that last song and what the last song represents.
Because we're going to get there.
Yeah.
Because we're going to get there. Now, I have in my notes, sometimes you just want to sit on it.
I think the choice of Ari Lennox for this song was perfect.
Golden.
It was perfect.
Yeah, On It is great. Like, I love the feature on that song, and I think all of the features on the project really fit. Like Anderson .Paak on Price Tags.
I loved it.
I love. And then, obviously, from Price Tags, we get to, like, Donna's Tale. It's a little bit like, it's kind of like, is marriage transactional in a sense? Like, basically, that conversation, what I got from it, anything you do, it's like, it's kind of like payment.
It's like you try to get something out of doing something. Like she was saying, you know I have to give it to him so I can get what I want tomorrow.
And I mean, sis, let me tell you, let's see, we're not judging here. Because sometimes you do. And let's be real. Let's be really real here. Sometimes you do something to get something. It's not always right. But men are a little simple in that way, I found, in my experience.
I'm waiting to see the comments on that one.
Well, I'm saying, in my experience, I found that they can be a little, like, easy. Like, you know.
There's this song, there's this Cameroonian song that says, le ventre et le bas-ventre, le tour est joué, for men, which means, like, the stomach and, you know, down there, and then you got him. And I think that goes to what you said. It's like...
Feed him?
Yeah.
F him?
That's it.
That's all.
I mean, obviously that's not all.
That's not all.
That's,
you know, men can be complex. They got feelings and stuff.
But that's what came out of this conversation in the song. Like, Donna still was pretty much like, I'm doing this so I could have my stuff.
She's doing her wifely duties because she knows. And then at the end of the day, what I said about marriage kind of being glorified prostitution, it's like, essentially, the man is paying for sex. And you're the trick.
You know what? I'm waiting to see all the married people coming in DMs like, what? What? You say this is not glorified prostitution.
Obviously, I'm not married.
We're talking about, we're not married. She's not married yet. I'm not married. We're talking talking about that one specific project, what I like about this is the fact that, she covered so many different instances of relationships. And when I say relationships, I don't necessarily mean relationships like being in a relationship with somebody, but relationships between men and women, how we interact with each other. So I thought that was a very interesting one. Because, interesting.
Yeah. And then, obviously, we go into a little sadder kind of vibe here. It just sinks right here. It goes into the story and then the Song of Lost one, which is it Amanda talking here?
No, there's like
what's the tale?
First, there's like Price Tag with Anderson .Paak, and then we go to Rashida's tale where somebody cheated on Rashida's this girl.
Rashida, not Amanda. See, Rashida, she done effed up. Rashida had a good thing going, and she just went and effed it up. She cheated
with the best friend too.
With the best friend, and I love this story because it just shows you how real people can be. Like, how human we all are, and how we sincerely f up sometimes. Yeah. And it brought to my mind the question: can you admit that you are the problem? Can you admit that you were wrong? A lot of times in relationships, like to blame the other person for why it ended. This is what happened. This, and this is why I cheated. Yeah. But can you take accountability for your part in the demise of your relationship?
What I like the most about this was, like you said, it was so human in the fact that, one, she did not know why she cheated. Two, she was heartbroken that her girl was heartbroken. And then that's only when she saw that she felt it. And it was just like, yeah, it's human nature. And even the fact that she said, I don't know why I cheated. I don't think that everybody knows why they cheat.
Exactly.
People just don't know.
It's not like I'm talking from experience. I'm not. But like sometimes I can imagine you don't know why you do certain things, because it applies to cheating, but it applies to a lot of other things. Like sometimes you come out your mouth in a relationship. You say something so disrespectful. You think about it. I don't even know why I said that. Like, I don't even know why that happened, and that's human nature. It's human reactions, and that's why relationships are so complex, and they take so much work. They take a lot of work that some people are not willing to put in, and that's why you'll see, some people are just like, yo, I'm good on that, chill, I'm good, because it's like it's too much effort. It's a lot of effort. Recently I watched, what's it called? We should probably do a full video about that one. But I watched Malcolm and Marie, and I looked at it, I was like, whew, I was tired for them. I was like, this is why I'm single. Like, because if you look at that,
I watched like 10 minutes. No, it's on my list. No, I have to watch it. It's just that
sometimes you have to be in a vibe for Malcolm and Marie. It's a different type of. Just like
I should have known that.
So I started watching the last Chadwick Boseman movie, obviously with Viola Davis as well, and I figured there's certain movies for me I have to be in a certain mood. Yeah. So I was like, I'm not right now. This is not my vibe right now. Yeah, I'll come back to that. Agreed. So I think that's probably what happened with you and Malcolm and Marie. But so I think that it made me exhausted, and just like listening to Rashida's tale, it's like that part of the relationship that it takes that hard work, and it can be so painful, because to let another human, because that girl, she hurt her. That was her best friend. You know what I mean? That's pain. That is pain. And when we're opening ourselves up for relationships, we open up our hearts to pain as well. And that's none of us like that. It's not fun.
No, it's not. You're literally opening yourself up to be hurt and to also hurt, because you're gonna know so much things about the other person that you can literally use it at any point in time. Not saying that everybody does that, but a lot of people, when you get to that moment where you're, like you said, I don't know why I said that. Well, sometimes it's like you're in the heat of an argument, and there's this one thing that you know about the person, you're just gonna throw it in their face, for example. So
that is sick. Even just that comment made me like, do I want to do that? But then there are the great parts too. Anything that is worth having, of course, is hard work. But it's like I was talking to somebody about pregnancy too. It's like we were talking about that whole process of giving birth, and you talking about you split me from the to the, and I'm just like, oh, and then like when I saw his face, it was just so. I'm like.
Now, first of all, somebody recently told me that was a lie. So I'm like, I'm
That's a lie. I still hated that look.
No, I was still split. You know, I was happy he or she was here, but
yo, the stuff that has to happen to your body, like,
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of kids for adoption.
So, and then we, you know what? We kind of move on a little bit to Precious's tale after we get that whole sad segment with Rashida's tale and Lost One, which is, you know, that whole sad story. It's sad enough. We talked about it. It's sad. It sucks. Beautiful song though. Precious's tale, you know, she's about that bag. Precious wants her bag, and I can feel her because I've always wished I could be that type of girl. Like that, because I respect that. I have a little bit too many morals.
I respect it,
100%. You know, I can't just be like, yo, whatever it takes for the money. You know, that's not me. But I pretend in my head, you know, that is me.
I respect it.
I absolutely respect it. If you're able to do that, like, and this is what Precious is talking about. Like, she's not dealing with no broke N-words out here. She's not. And it immediately reminded me, because like she's talking about doing whatever it takes as well to get there. And obviously this leads into The Other Side, which is a song about that. And wanting to be a millionaire, find your rapper, move to Atlanta.
Get your booty done. Get your booty done.
As done, all that. Whatever it takes. It reminded me of Amber Rose and something that Kanye had said about Amber Rose on those songs. He said, I remember Amber told my boy, no matter what happens, I ain't going back to Philly. And it's like, yo.
And she didn't go back.
She ain't. It's like, whatever it takes. You know, Kanye ain't work out. You know, get with Wiz in his prime. Get you a baby. Get you a slut walk. Build you a brand. You know what I mean?
And never be broke again.
And never be broke again. God is my witness.
That's exactly what, you know, Jazmine said in that song, The Other Side. Okay, so I just want to say, right? So people... Because I know people were judging on the internet, but I'm like, don't act like you don't want to be that person that you see on social media living her best life with that Birkin bag because you know you want that bag, okay? You know you want that bag.
Or but like you said, some people are comfortable with that.
Some people are comfortable, but a lot of people be out here literally drooling on celebrities' life, drooling on some of these influencers' life, but then at the same time bashing them like, oh, you're fake, you're this, da. I'm like, what would you give to be on the other side? What would you give to not have to worry about how I don't have enough money to go on vacation with my friends next month? Like, I'm going to have to, you know, sit that one.
And that's why...
Not during the pandemic. I'm talking about outside of Rona. Or, like, you know, pay for certain things that you want to pay for yourself. Or live kind of lifestyle that you want to have, but you can't because you can't afford it.
That's why I love Jazmine's realness in this. It's like so... Excuse me. Actually, The Other Side is my favorite track on the project because...
Because you gonna move to Atlanta and find a rapper?
Maybe. And then he's gonna leave me for a white girl. But, you know.
No, we're gonna find you one that's gonna stay.
Because when you get on, leave you. So, I mean, yo, we be judging these girls like Amber Rose and stuff. No. Let me not say we. Some of us be judging these people. You know what I mean?
I'm not judging. I'm happy for her.
No, but sometimes, because, let me tell you who judges. Like, those women who work super hard. I'm like, well, she just went and got herself some, you know, child support from a rapper. And, you know, I could have done that too if I was this. Well, I mean, girl, why didn't you do it? I'm just saying, you know what I mean? So I understand the plight of some of these women. And I understand what Donna's saying when she's just, no, not Donna, Precious. When she's like, I'm not... She's giving us city girl. She's giving us Saweetie. You know what I mean? 8-figure, you know. Sometimes that's what it...
We be mad, though.
We can't be mad. Listen.
I'm saying. And for the people that are mad, we live in a capitalist world.
No, the men were mad. The men that were 8-figure niggas were mad. Like, so let me tell y'all.
Okay, so don't be mad. Same thing for you. There's capitalist world. Don't act like money don't rule y'all.
Exactly. And there'll be girls that, like... Listen, you'll find the girls that are not just looking for a rich N-word. You'll find the one that is for you, you know?
There's also
every bread has its cheese.
There's also a lot of men that have been saying that they want this kind of money for women. So I'm like, don't be mad. But then, you see?
If he want you, he looking for a 6-figure girl. You know what I mean? He want that.
You have to know.
At the end of the day, what you want is what you want. Preference. Now, hey, not everybody's going to agree with it. And that's fine. If you put those kind of words out there, be ready for whatever backlash comes your way. But I say stick firm in your word if that's what you truly believe. If you truly believe that you are meant to be with that rich N-word, find him and be with him. That's up to you. But maybe sometimes sometimes people relies on themselves. Like, hey, maybe my standards were a little too high. But then sometimes you reach those dreams, and then it's lovely, and you start a slow walk. Which brings me to it wasn't even that funny. Like, which brings us to the song that's after Precious Tale. That's the other side.
I'm taking my notes too.
I talked about that was my favorite one, but after that we talk about Amanda's Tale. Yeah. Which leads us to the last song. Obviously, this is the last portion of the EP. And Amanda, she's distraught. Amanda's confused.
She's like, first of all, I don't be winning. This girl's on Instagram be winning.
It's winning. Why?
Like, why? What's going on?
And this is the whole hoes be winning type lifestyle. You know what I mean? Or hoes be winning. Because we see the Instagram aesthetic and, what these girls are selling. And she's like, well, I don't have that. I can't do that. Like, what? And what she finds that she has to offer is sex. And it's like, sometimes it's like, that they want that. So it is empowering in the sense. But she was like, it's also kind of sad because it's like, is that all I am? Is that all I have to offer? And then, baby, when I tell you, like, this, that thought process, that story is something that a lot of women think about.
And I think it's really sad because, in a way, first of all, we are here competing with Instagram things that do not exist in real life. Please know that the makeup that you see that looks flawless on Instagram, if you follow any professional makeup artist, they will show you the difference between Instagram lighting and actual outside the world.
Yeah,
these girls look crazy in the real. You've seen this girl, sometimes you walk into the Sephora or in the mall and you see this girl looking all kinds of crazy and you're like, ew. But then when you see her pictures online, you're like, excuse the fuck out of me. What just happened? It's not the same person. You know what I mean?
Though.
But it's like, a lot of people do not look, like in real life, do not look what they look like on Instagram. That's also something we need to understand. There's so much touch-ups that go on these pictures and these videos.
Right, but we're basing ourselves, so a lot of, and when I say I'm generalizing and just to talk about us, we're basing on ourselves off these standards that are being created, and this is what we're thinking in our heads, we're expecting, this is what men are looking for. Exactly. When in reality, a lot of men are even looking for that too. They're
looking at it though.
They're looking at it because they're interacting with it and they're liking and they're commenting, you're thinking that this is what you need to be in a sense. So it's like, well, if I don't have this and I don't look like this, what can I give? And then, she came to the conclusion that this was sex.
Sad, man. Because, she has more to offer than sex.
Of course. But actually, there's some girls that...
No, I know. But to the girls that, may think that that's all they have to offer, that's not all you have to offer. And then if the guys that come to you, this is what they want, there's a lot of other guys out there that's not the only thing they're going to want. So you just need to, find your...
Well, I'll tell you.
Find your tribe. That has been my MO.
Find what fits you as well.
Exactly.
What I'll say is there's a lot of pressure in society to use sex and as women we're told that we use your feminine wiles, use what you have to get what you want. You know what I mean? The theme was threaded in the album, of course, and of course there were moments of empowering sex and when it was really like a decision by the woman, but there were instances of you weren't sure if it was what the woman wanted or if it was a transactional thing or not knowing how to actually communicate what is needed in the relationship and using sex as a buffer in between that. So that explores those different themes. And I'll be honest with y'all, myself even included, I've had times where it's like, is that all I am to a person? Like, if we stop doing that, will we still have something to connect? Will we still be able to speak? You know what I mean? Is it like, can you see me past that? And it's influenced a lot of current decisions in my life. You know what I mean? So I think that it's a very valid point that is brought up, and then going into Girl Like Me's
my favorite song of the album.
Talk about it.
Favorite song. Favorite song. Well, I love what she says, but outside of that, like the runs and the way they used both of their voices,
the way
like
they used her.
Oh my god! Like this song is perfectly beautiful, but it also reflects, like what Nicky was saying, it also reflects a lot of what certain women go through when they're like, you know what, I see these hoes winning, these hoes on Instagram. I see, not saying that, you know what I mean, like saying I see these girls, like, the good girls don't win. The same way a lot of guys be like, the nice guys don't win. The nice guy don't win. Well, a lot of girls a lot of girls go through this whole good girls don't win type situation, and there's been moments where you see, like, you know, the good girl gone bad vibe. There's even movies about these, like, these type of things where it's just
whole
like
albums about it.
Exactly. It's like, you know what, I'm not, you know, clearly I'm too nice, I'm too good, so I need to be a little bit more, you know.
But here's the thing, and here's what we're overall saying about the overall message, and the fact that she's showing every woman on here, and also it's an affirmation for you guys that, one, be who the hell you are. Two, there's somebody for who you are. There is a person for who you are, and don't feel shamed to have to change or be something different. You know what I mean? Yeah. Be who you are, and somebody will love you for that. Because at the end of the day, common feeling in this EP is we all want to be loved.
Yeah, and outside of that, one thing also I would say is it's okay to be human.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay to be human, meaning it's okay to not be what you see on social media, because that's not what it is to live the human experience. It's okay to have fucked up. Maybe you cheated. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. That means you made a mistake at some point. That means something happened. It's okay to not be the type of person. It's okay to not look like an Instagram model. It's okay to, you know, it's okay. And if you want to be an Instagram model, it's okay to be one.
Exactly.
If you're trying to be what society calls a hoe, it's fine. If you're a good girl, it's fine. Like, don't let nobody or society or people tell you that what you are is not okay. Like, you are enough. You are okay. You're good.
Preach. Bars. I mean, on that note, we're going to wrap up this video. These were our thoughts on the stories and the songs on Hotels. You know, you can follow us, you know, here and all of that stuff. You know, I feel it's been a while since I've done that. Yeah. You know, Breakdown to Lowdown if you want to listen to me more weekly, Fridays. Morning Detour.
Actually, if you're on Clubhouse, follow me on Clubhouse. You know, same exact name I was on Instagram, @Soke. You know, we're trying to have some cool conversations on there, so definitely follow. And I guess we'll be back next week.
Yep.